How many colors can you identify on your face? These are the three colors that usually, this one is a little bit lighter, brows also brown. Around the eyes, I've used this as my eyeliner. This you're seeing in a much more muted form on my face. It's not quite this bright, but you're seeing a variation of these colors, except for what should be jumping off of my face is my eye color. So limiting the number of colors that you have on your face and keeping them in the same color family as the colors that naturally exist on your face is going to make your eyes pop. And when your eyes are captivating and there's very little other distraction going on your face, you have people's attention, you are heard, you are seen, you are known. Let's get into it. Let's use these three colors to do our whole face. I've already done my brows, and of course mascara will still be necessary, but I'm excited to show you how to increase your skill and decrease your products. So this simplified pattern on my face is going to become my foundation. We're going to let's start with the contour on the side. You can use a sponge to do this. You can use a big fluffy brush. I like the speed of this Siren brush, which I hope to be bringing to you guys very soon. Available in my TikTok shop anyway, but not yet. Okay, so this is the scary part where it just seems like a little too much, but we're just going to keep blending. Now we're going to hit this, and that buildup of the other color is going to help tame this white color. And we're just going to keep working at it, lightening up my touch so I'm not pushing quite so hard here. Pull that onto your ear. You want to make sure that your ear isn't a drastically different color. And then right behind, especially if you're wearing your hair in a ponytail, you want to hit that little spot right behind your ear. And I want to show this in real time because I think it's important that you have a realistic expectation of what this takes. Skill takes a little bit longer to learn, but ultimately your muscle memory is going to catch up with you, and the fewer products that you're using and the more skill you have, the less time your makeup takes in the end. Let's do our hooded eye area. And now we basically have foundation and we've got some eyeshadow situation going on here. So we've kind of taken care of the eyes and the face. And in my brush is now just a custom blended foundation color that you can manipulate with a little bit more of the dark color, a little bit more of the light, depending on your skin color. It does take a little practice to figure out that pattern and make it perfect for you, but it's worth it. I'm going to take the contour, the Science of Pretty contour color, and the Everything eye brush, and I'm just going to take the tiniest bit off the wand, and even that was probably too much, and I'm just going to put it on like eyeliner just gently around my lashes, and then blend it out just a little bit. I don't want to see a stripe. I just want to see color there. And then do the same thing. Oops, a little too much. So I'm going to move some over here. See if we can get that blended out. A cream like this is always going to be very easy to blend. And if you ever get too much, you're literally able to just swipe and wipe away. All right. Blend it in over here, and having just this little bit of color all around the eyes is going to remove that pink membrane look that causes kind of a stripe effect and really takes attention off of your eyes. Remember that you always want the greatest contrast on your face to be the whites of the eyes to the iris. When there's greater contrast than that somewhere else on your face, you lose focus. Take a look at this picture here. You can see that there is so much contrast between her eyeliner and the white shadow in this area of her eye right here that you really can't see anything else, and her eyeball becomes completely lost. So I could keep going with the contour around the eyes and make that a little bit darker, but this is kind of how I like it. I do like to add just a tiny bit of highlight right below the tail of my brow and right above the tail of my brow, and I will blend that in a little bit. And I think the highlight and everything else just really kind of worked out great in this instance. Sometimes you have to go back and retouch a little bit and your blending just takes over, but I think it worked out beautifully. This time we're going to set this with the Cool Matte Powder, also by Science of Pretty. And that's going to keep everything locked in down here. If you're afraid of powder, it's because you're using the wrong one, I promise. And I'll take this and just blend those little highlighted areas out, giving me just that little bit of lift right there. Now, the fun part for me is always the blush, which is my lip gloss, and it's gonna go right on the apple of the cheek. And then I'll take what's left over and start at the outer area of your lips. Instead of slapping it on the big fat part and doing that, carefully place the lip gloss on top of the outline of your lips, and then take what's left over and create a thin, dry layer of gloss over the lips, and you'll get a much more long-lasting lip look that doesn't travel. All right, so we'll tap that out. And that is pretty much it. I am going to add mascara and show you the finished look. And we're done with a very small handful of products. Imagine the decluttering that could happen if you could do your whole face with just 5 or 6 products. And here we go. Fresh face, cleaned up. Pearls will always make the whites of your eyes and your teeth look brighter. They do much more for your face than diamonds, actually. This duo is for sale in our TikTok shop as well as our lip gloss. I hope I've encouraged you to try increasing your skill and decreasing your products.